Everybody, and everybody clap your hands. We lambda, 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 and Omega move. And we've come here on stage tonight to do a show for you. We got a rockin' rhythm and a high-tech sound that'll make you move your body down to the ground. We got Poindexter on the violin, and Lewis and Gilbert will be joining in. We got Booger Presley on the mean guitar, and a rap by little old me, Lamar. We got Takashi beating on his gong. The boys and the moves are clapping along. And just when you thought you seen it all, along comes a lambda 4-foot tall. So Worms will come on out here on the floor, so we can work our bodies like never before. Break.
All right, back once again on a Friday. The ticker works? It does. Greetings, everybody. For the comments. Incredibly early. Or am I?
Early?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
Nice. Nice. I feel like I'm freezing here.
Are you?
I don't know.
I don't see you freezing, but hey.
I just.
Hey, Deanna. Here. So there is like a full screen mode now. So on the bottom right, you should have the ability to make everything full screen, I think. Do you see that?
Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm afraid to do that because I don't know how to exit out. And plus, I don't really want to see myself bigger than this thing.
Yeah. You can get back by just mousing over the toolbar, it looks like. I tried it. I took the plunge.
Yeah, I don't need to see myself that big.
Well, sometimes when it gets like really, like there's 6 people or something,
I understand.
then it gets
No, it's a good thing to have, yeah.
And anyone can do what they want. They can choose it, you know. So if I want to see it, I can watch it. You don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. This is a Brazilian song.
Hey, hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, Darren, Cleveland, Revs, Corey.
Hey, Rev.
DM84. Dorothy.
Revs, do you have those flying nuns that I got in Austin or no? Let me know.
Cabo.
Hey, what's up, Revs? Seafer, Darky.
Yes, the cat was found. Had to wrangle her. She'd gotten, she's a tiny cat and she can't survive outside at night. So yeah, it was a. Yeah, she's.
Did she escape?
Yeah,
right
she
away?
got outside. No, she took the opportunity of an open door and bolted and didn't. It's just kind of like she's like tiny. She can't,
I was reading something about like a history of garage, and then obviously it starts with Link Ray and Louie, but then they really started talking about the bands from like 73 to 78, and they're saying how much the Beatles influenced garage rock, and what's funny, I read that like a week ago. Hang on, and then I listened to the first 5 Stones records this morning, and there's tracks on all of those records that are straight up garage rock before it was really a thing.
Hey,
if you want to say the first garage rock band, and there's no first, but it's probably the Wailers.
Oh yeah, they were like
the Wailers were like 59,
weren't they? Yeah,
like 59, and the Wailers directly influenced the Sonics and Paul Revere and the Raiders and like that whole Pacific Northwest. Like Paul Revere and the Raiders were like a garage rock band before they wrote their more popular songs, but like that Pacific Northwest had that whole...
Oh yeah, they were all from that area.
And then there's some bands from the late 50s, early 60s that have that frat rock. It's not quite surf. It's like it's got vocals, and it's kind of like Louie Louie, which I think was 62, the Kingsman Louie Louie, or 63. It was early.
Well, like I was saying, I was listening to 12 by 12, which came out in what? Early 63. They recorded it in like 62.
Yeah.
There's like 2 tracks on there that, I mean, sound 100% garage. It's totally different than the regular blues that they're playing, you know?
How does your cat fall into a used can of oil? That's obviously not the sharpest tool in the shed.
The cat or the owner?
I don't think Dorky's but I mean, come on, how do you...
And this is an older guy that wrote this article, and I'm just reading it. I was like, it just doesn't add up, you know. The dates that you're given and stuff don't line up to what the sound was. And those first few Beatles albums, I mean, there's nothing garage about any of those records, you know.
I understand the Beatles, Ed Sullivan, that like influenced a whole bunch of people to pick up
be in bands,
to pick up instruments, but there was already the bands going on, so obviously they were listening to stuff before they saw the Ed Sullivan show.
Yeah,
there was a whole thousands of American bands like that picked up guitars because they heard the Ventures, or Link Ray, Elvis.
I was watching one of the Trackstar videos. It's got this Beatles expert. He's talking about the Stones, saying without the Beatles, you couldn't have the Stones because they took what the Beatles did and made it dirtier. I'm like, nah. I was like, they were blues guys. Blues rock was already starting to get big in Europe, you know. And these are the experts. This guy took college classes, and I'm just like, really?
All right, what's going on?
That was the record show.
It was good. I mean, I probably did better and found more cool shit driving down to the record show and coming home. I mean, but it was fun. It was great.
Videos, they found a couple really good $high records.
Oh yeah. Some people were spending a lot more on individual records than I was. That's for sure.
Well, what's his name? Probably spent like $1,000. It looks like. What's the guy who does all the psych records?
Vinyl Piper.
Vinyl Piper.
Vinyl
Piper.
Every record he showed was like $200-$300 records, you know.
Yeah, he didn't fuck around.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, if you can do it, you know.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, you live in a really target-rich environment in LA. I mean, there's like 200 record stores. You know, you can just go, and I'm not even talking about garage sales. There's like 20 million whatever people there. I mean, you're talking about, you know, just and it's a music. I mean, no offense to New York, but it's a music capital of the country. So you know, you got promos everywhere because every band put out promos. And even if they sold like 5 copies, there's like 100 promos running around the town. You know, I always find bands that I've never heard of, like when I go there, because you know they never did anything and they never made it probably out of the fucking labels like Warehouse, you know. So I always find stuff like that, man.
Yeah,
hey Eddie.
He showed that Gandalf record that he didn't buy. It was like an $850 record. And it was BG. He's like, if it was a little bit cheaper, I'd have bought it. And I'm thinking, that record is not that great. You know, it's not $500 great, let alone $800. Especially in BG condition, you know.
You know, when I go to those kind of things, I tend to like stay in what I know. I don't want to spend a lot of money on stuff I don't know that might be a reissue. You know, because they can make a reissue look like an OG nowadays, man. There's like Blue Notes and stuff that look legit. You know, they are legit, but I mean, they look like the old record. You know, there's what's that band, that reggae band, Cyanide, whatever it is, Simon D. I bought a reissue, and I thought it was an OG. Took it home, and I'm like, going, holy shit, man! I bought, you know, and I like to think that I'm kind of clued in. You know, but even I got fucking taken. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Hey, Steve, welcome. And who else? I saw Panel Guy. Everyone else.
Oh, Mark. Hey, Mark.
The thing about music, like, a lot of those bands are not great albums. There's great tracks on them.
Yeah.
They're not all solid records. It's kind of
like
like
Gandalf's a great example. I've got the Garrison. Everybody told me how great it was, and I grabbed the copy, and it's all right. You know, there's no really great. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Grower of Mushrooms. That record. Oh, yeah. But there's 2 tracks on there that are 10-star tracks. Yeah. And the rest of the record, I think, is just mediocre.
Yeah, I really love that record, but I can't say it's not a 10-star record by any stretch of the means.
But I get why people like it, even if it's just those 2 songs, because they're both great, you know.
So I heard that.
A lot of the
I heard that Ross the Boss passed away.
Yeah, Ross the Boss. Man, that's a rough ALS. Man, that's one of the worst things we can get.
He did, and even if he didn't have ALS, he did not look healthy the last couple of times I've seen him.
No.
But I find him interesting. He's a rare guy that is in one of my favorite punk bands and my favorite metal band, American metal band.
And even the side bands he does. What's the one with the French girl?
Shakin' Street.
Yeah, great. That second record is a great record. His last record was like 2020 or 2021. Well, no. They 2 years ago they had that new Dictators album coming out.
Yeah.
Guy from Seals and Crofts died. He was like 85.
Ross wasn't that old though. I mean, he did look rough.
72.
72, yeah.
That's old for rock and roll, you know.
Yeah.
He was a heavy smoker forever too.
That's not going to help you. That's not going to help you out either.
I don't know if he was. I don't remember him being like a crazy partier though.
Yeah, I don't know. He just But really, 2 of my top bands, Dictators and Man of War. Like, the only other people who could do that would be like Lemmy, Hawkwind, Motorhead, Algie Ward, Saints, Damned, and Tank. You know, there's not.
What about the guy from Buffalo?
Buffalo, that's interesting too. I love the Count Bishops in Buffalo. That's amazing. But he wasn't on the early Count Bishops, which
Buffalo.
I like Mike Spencer, the original singer. But either way, he's on the classic stuff.
Yeah, luckily, he didn't have it for that long. He just found out in like February that he had it.
Usually, it takes a little longer to take you all the way down.
Depends on what system it attacks first. If it attacks your respiratory system, sometimes that's the last one.
Hey, Bill.
And you'll see a lot of guys, like the guy from that used to play for the Saints that's got ALS. He's in the wheelchair. He can't even breathe anymore. He's got the ventilator in 24 hours a day. He's young. He got it young, too. I mean, he was in his early 30s, I think.
I saw a clip on Instagram of Van Halen touring during the Nuno Betancourt era, and it was them doing "Somebody Get Me a Doctor" with Michael Anthony singing lead.
Gary Cherone era.
Gary Cherone, yeah, Nuno. Yeah. I deal with that all the time. Gary Cherone, but Michael Anthony's singing lead on "Get Me a Doctor." He's fantastic.
Dude, they fucked that guy over so bad. He was so important to that band, and they just kicked him out and brought his son in.
I was watching. I thought it was AI.
I don't have live.
There, and he's going. Somebody get. He's belting it out. Great. He's got the screams down, and I thought it was AI. I had to watch it twice. I'm like, I thought it was like AI. Like, oh, if Michael Anthony was the front man, but it was fantastic.
And the other thing that was shady about them bringing his son in is his son wasn't writing new stuff. He's just basically playing all the stuff Michael Anthony wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah, these Coliseum 2 albums are really good.
It's got
Gary Moore
keyboard setting that you hear in those like Italian post-apocalypse movies. Not necessarily the notes, but the same tone setting,
like the Italian tone.
Yeah.
So you got Gary Moore, you got Don Airey, and John Heisman. John Heisman, I think, was in Hard Stuff, or was he in So there's some people in.
Is this the one with like the Salvador Dali cover where they're all twisted guitars and stuff?
It's kind of funky. Here, well, I have it in my hand. I'll show you in a second.
I feel like it was the guy that did the. Oh man, what's that fantasy band? You think they're a heavy metal band, but they're more of a fantasy band.
Oh, Electric and Raiders.
No, he was in Tempest, and he was in the Keith Hartley band. So here's the cover. This one.
Oh no, I don't have that one.
In the back.
I don't know that one.
Shot. So yeah, Don Airey. I don't know who John Ole is.
This is Gary Moore?
Yeah.
I don't know how I haven't heard of this.
I think he's on like 3 Coliseum records. I could be wrong. But...
77, that's the Thin Lizzy era, or right before the Thin Lizzy era.
And right before his solo era.
Actually,
so, yeah.
I think before and after, right? With Gary Moore. Was he doing something early for a minute?
I don't think by 77, though. I think it was like 78 or 7. I could be wrong. Because he was there, then left, and came back again.
I did see that Tempest record while I was at the record show, but the guy wanted way too much money for it, at least in my opinion. Yeah.
Welcome, Sad Bums. Loser List.
Patrick, what record?
Tempest.
Oh.
Alright, I gotta do some house cleaning here. Hang on.
I picked up a sealed copy of Crow 2, the second Crow record. I think I started a while back. I opened it up. It was somebody rewrapped it.
Oh.
And they did it a long time ago. Like the record wasn't even in the sleeve. It was scratched all the shit, you know. I mean, I didn't pay much. I paid like $8 for it. I took it back and showed the guy. I guess he bought a whole collection from this guy. But it's not modern. It was old, beat up rap. It looked like it was from like rewrapped like 20 years ago. It just sat in the basement.
Some of those stores there was one store that used to wrap records.
But this one had no inner sleeve. The record was just in there, bounced around. It was scratched, fingerprint. It was a bad state.
I should get one of those record sealing machines. just I don't know what nefarious things I could do with that. I would never sell it on eBay and screw people.
There was a place here
sealing records and throwing them back out in the wild.
There was an FYE here. Do you remember FYE?
Yeah.
It was one of the mall record stores. There was one here until about 7 years ago, and they did that. They would wrap them all, and they would put a description on the outside of the condition, but you could tell it was somebody that knew nothing about the records. You know, it would say stuff like little fuzzy looking mark on the on the vinyls. You know.
Yeah.
So this is Simon Kirke and somebody else is on here. Simon Kirke from Bad Company, and who else is on there? Mick Ralph
going for the movie soundtrack with that keyboard.
Yeah. This was big time AOR. There's somebody else in the band. I can't remember who. Which is kind of weird because Bad Company kind of went this way, you know.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind like this where there's just a little bit of keyboard. Some of the AOR bands just go over the top of the keyboard.
Oh, yeah. And they produce the drums and everything has that overproduction.
Well, see, they just lost me right there.
Yeah, I was just going to say that section's got
right
that.
When they did that
1986
song for me.
Okay, sorry. That just sucked all the manhood out of me.
But it's funny with some of the AOR records. Some of them, if they took away the keyboards, they would be like really good records with the keyboard just because they have the whole album, you know?
Well, you could take really good records and just throw that keyboard in over it and turn every Actually,
the funny thing is the best example of this, sadly, is Jafria. Because the Jafria songs are awesome, but his keyboard playing ruins every one.
Yeah, that's because he's the main guy of the band, so you knew the mixing is going to be up front.
Oh, it ruins every song.
I love AOR, so I got no problem with it.
I'm enjoying listening to it, but we could take Wasp I want to be somebody. You put this keyboard in and just bring the guitars down a hand, turn it into like AOR. Smooth out the vocals with like doubling it and reverb. A little harmony on it.
That, yeah,
in like '79, that these producers are like, I really like the hard rocking sound of all these bands, but let's add a little Michael McDonald to it.
Doesn't this sound like this could be a band that's playing a high school prom in a movie? Yeah. Not in real life, but like...
No, I was thinking this is totally a movie soundtrack type of song from this era.
This could be easily a soundtrack. Is he moving to Texas? Is that for sure or no? I think he would have told us.
Vance could be like a cowboy name, huh?
Yeah, it could be a
more than stating it.
It could be a Houston kind of a cowboy name, not a West Texas. We can do this all day, sad bums. Who's gonna run out of accounts before I run out of energy? So yeah.
Hey, what's up, Malia? Patrick will do an AOR night. He doesn't mind.
Yeah, I like AOR. I could do a whole AOR night, no problem.
A lot of that new wave of British heavy metal has that AOR wannabe sound. It's like a low budget version, but they go for that.
I probably like that better though. The little less over the top, the more rock and roll than AOR.
Well, I love it because they're innocent and it sounds like I don't know. I guess low budget or more earnest.
All right, so this is a funny. So this record, I was cleaning the records, and this record didn't make the grade, but it's going to be a giveaway. But there's a funny thing on this. Let me make myself speak. Hang on. So whenever I'm cleaning a record, I always look for writing like somewhere. So this was Slade. This is an original UK press. So it's a little bit too beat, but I saw the inner. This is great. It's one of the better inners. Ranks right up there with the guy changing his life with life decisions. So this one says, to Shay and wee Sharon, Merry Xmas and a hunky-dory, I don't know, 𝐏𝐫𝐬𝐬, all the best, and 𝐌𝐚𝐫𝐬𝐿 Lum Reek, 𝐿𝐞𝐦, hey yours, wee George. And look at that, made in England says no, made in Scotland.
I was going to say, it sounds Scottish. Yeah.
So I love this kind of shit. Somebody wrote a personalized message here, and I don't even. It's supposed to be English, but it's probably Scotland English because I have no idea what the fuck that is. But the fact that he crossed out England and wrote Scotland made it cool shit to me. So that was funny.
Wee Sharon, little Sharon.
If he's moving, he'll move to the Dallas area, north of Dallas.
Yeah. Is it Katie that's above Dallas?
I think she's in McKinney.
North Dallas, 40.
No, I think Katie's north of Houston, not Dallas.
I don't know who this band is. Dorky sent this to me.
Oh, this was one of the.
Yeah, I'm out on this.
Yeah, they were a late '90s, early 2000s band. Oh yeah, 2000. Yeah, they were one of the like the later new metal alternative kind of mixed type bands. There's like a little Alice in Chains there, but there's some new metal in there. They had a song that was real big called like "Stupid Girl." I think was the name of it.
I thought that was garbage.
Hey, Fluffy. Hey, Malia.
I did get to meet Fluffy. Hung out with Fluffy.
A stronger stomach.
Well, I had lunch with Fluffy, and then after lunch, he was doing fine. So yeah. Well, the last time I met Vance in Dallas, he ended up going to the hospital, almost died. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, Vance might be a little leery about meeting me in Dallas again. And then afterwards, I left him with the psycho fucking singer at the
Girl was
the
the
bar.
name.
Oh, I put on that. I did it like a week ago, but I listened to that Viking record after you were talking about it. It's good. It's like exactly the band I would have wanted to be in, except I was 15 and couldn't play.
Yeah.
But then it's like almost like a total like Slayer wannabe, like
Yeah.
total like second wave thrash, but legit. Like their only influences were like Metallica,
Yeah.
Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax. Like it was a fun little Nuclear Assault too. A fun record.
Yeah, I really like that record. They had another one a couple years later. I think 87 and 89 were their two records from the 80s.
Yeah.
And then they got
I don't know what I have. Somebody sent it to me.
like 20
Yeah,
years
that
ago.
87 is a perfect timepiece. I think one of the guys might even be wearing like a DRI shirt, or
Yeah,
they just have like the look down perfect, like exactly.
Yeah, so Fluffy did fine at lunch, so he was good.
All right.
There was quite a few people at Permanent Records. Let's see, there was Fluffy, Alex, Jeffrey Myers, Delphina, myself, Vinyl Piper, Jim Kaplan, The Wax, Mazzy, Tom Rashawn.
There were other people that popped up throughout too.
𝐿 was there.
I saw these guys on this tour. This is a good tour. Sadly, he's starting to lose his voice, so he can't do the screams like this anymore. When he does once he does a couple of the screams, his singing voice is kind of rearing for the rest of the show.
That's tough.
I'm almost 50, so he's probably like 55,
No, it's
56.
understandable, but it's just a drag. Like, it's a drag. You want to do it, you want to play, and you just physically can't. I guess it's like being an athlete,
I guess they're from here, so this is their hometown.
I never saw them. I really didn't know much about Deftones, but I remember them being on a lot of big tours. A lot of they would play with a lot of bands. You can see.
They're not mine, Dorky. Somebody asked me. They said, hey, if I send you these, would you do them? I'm like, well, I haven't done any Deftones, and he sent me some My Morning jackets. So I figured, what the hell?
They were really one of the first. They were a couple years after Korn, but they were one of the first big nu metal bands before it became like a dirty word, And then right when the tide started shifting on nu metal, they kind of went the shoegaze route and completely changed their stance. And so people
I feel like
nu metal still like these guys.
Yeah, and I feel like they might have played with punk bands too.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember them on like bills or like the good like the theater like big shows, and I'd see them on. Right on,
This
Loser.
song with I've seen him with a bunch of bands, but I saw him with 𝐿 last time they came through. That was so good. 𝐿 is one of the best live bands out right now. Those guys are amazing.
Deftones, Pantera, and Adverts.
So one other cool thing I picked up this Eddie and the Hot Rods, the UK pressing. But the cool thing is that it comes with a poster. Eddie
I've never seen that. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
I was like, okay. I thought that was cool.
I think the first time I saw him was, oh man, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Black Dahlia Murder, like somebody's way heavier than they are,
I got through that Howlin' Wolf 2-album thing.
Oh, did I send that to you? I can't remember. It's so good. I mean, every great song is on that, pretty much.
And I did that Texas Blues one. I haven't processed it, but I did record it.
Yeah. That's more for historical purposes, you know, that one.
I've been listening to a lot of the Muddy Waters stuff lately.
Yeah.
I like the classic blues. I don't know what it is. I love the British blues, though. Every time I listen to a couple blues out, man, they're pulling out like Rory Gallagher, pulling out.
Hey, Bobby G.
Yeah.
I said
Hey,
Howlin'
Bobby.
Wolf and Bobby magically appears.
No, actually, it was the Savoy Brown that called him up.
That first
I did
album
find
was
it.
amazing.
I did find a pretty nice comp
Wolf
on the
didn't go
immediate
wrong. I think he died in '69, maybe. Bobby would know. But even like his later, like, there's no bad Howlin' Wolf.
What sucks about him, though, is there's not a lot of video of him. I was trying to find a video, and I saw online. There's only a handful, and they're hard to find.
It's all 60s pretty much. He played on, I think there's Ready, Steady, Go. I don't know if it's on YouTube, but he played Ready, Steady, Go, the British TV show, and the Stones hosted and they brought him out to that show. And I remember that they were talking to Stone. Brian Jones goes like, "All right, shut up talking. We got Howlin' Wolf. Like, let's just watch Howlin' Wolf." And like, you think the Stones are like the dirty rock and rollers, and like they look like little kids when Howlin' Wolf comes out, like this full-grown weathered man. His hands are big, and like the Stones just look like middle school kids.
And he's one, as good as his records are, his live stuff is even better. Like his voice live is so much better than it was on the records.
Yeah.
So this UK pressing is really hard to find. I always look whenever I see Savoy Brown, and I look and I go down to the right, and it always says like parrot, and so.
Yeah, I really don't know Savoy Brown. I mean, I know who they are, I know about them, but I just never listened to them growing up.
So the UK has a green label on Decca, and it'll have Decca on the bottom right. So instead of parrot.
Pick some stuff up. Johnny Thunders, 1978 tenant.
Oh, cool.
I haven't listened to it yet. I know all the songs. Like, I guess earlier cut of Leave Me Alone, Great Big Kiss, Pipeline, and London Boys. Yeah, I don't know, I'm betting this was a record store day or something. But
it might be live. Is it live or is it in the studio?
What was it say? 4 previously unreleased tracks, original 1973 mixes.
Oh, okay, so it's studio.
Or it says 78. Original 1978 mixes.
Cool.
Mixed by Steve Lillywhite.
He's the guy from U2.
And then picked up Rush Archives. The records are mint.
Gilbert, is it the Black label or the Skyline label?
Is that the first 3 albums? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's a Skyline label.
Not that it makes a difference.
So your Rush collection's complete with that?
Yeah, I like through like 81.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm not. Picked up Ghostbusters from Zentrix, UK.
Well, hold on. So on that archives thing, they just took plates that they had. So those are probably Columbia, Santa Maria, or Pittman's, and they sound exactly like when that album came out. Those 3 albums came out. They just used the old stampers. They didn't recut it. Probably all done by Gilbert Kong. Probably says Master Disc, GK, and the Dead Wax. All 3 of them. So it's as good as you're gonna get. So you don't even need the OGs if you have that. Don't even look. It doesn't make any difference. So, yeah.
Or Master Disc.
Yeah, they should probably have GK, and also I would look for the G.K.
Yeah, it's hard to see in this light.
Yeah. So what's the last set of numbers on the matrix? Is it minus CS or is it CP or what is it?
651. That's a B-side. Hang on.
It should be like a CP, CS, PT.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Like SR dash blah 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 blah. Right. Second to the last thing on the matrix. On the number. Anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those where there's like 3 matrices.
Yeah. Anyway, that you can stop looking for the first 3 records at that point. So,
Yeah. Picked up, I love this record, Bullet Shots from 𝐿. Where it's almost a punk record. It's so good. And you've got, Anton Fig is on this.
What was it? What did I miss? The 𝐿.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great Bullet Shot.
Awesome.
This one's so good. Who else? Anton Fig was on drums. Rob Stoner on bass.
Yep. He's from, was Rob Stoner from, I believe, Squire, right?
He was from another band, too.
Oh, the drum, Rob Stoner played with, Rob Stoner played with, Robert Gordon for years. That's what it was.
Picked up Death of King. This is a local Atlanta thrash band. They've since broken up, but a couple of guys play for Deceased now, or play in Deceased now. And then picked up a really nice copy of Uplift Mojo Party from the Philly Puppy.
Nice. You don't see that too often.
That was the only. Actually, I still need their first one. Their self-titled. That was it.
all done.
For now, I'm sure I'll get some.
I have a massive box. I've cleaned probably 80 records this week. So.
Yeah, Dorky, it's kind of cool. I took my wife and her friends are like huge Red Hot Chili Pepper fans, and I took them to the last. They played the baseball stadium here last year, maybe, and they played like 3 songs from their early catalog. Every time I had seen them before, it's all like modern stuff, like 90s to now, and they played 3 or 4 songs from those early records. I was really surprised.
Welcome, Mondo Enterprises. He spun Suzi Quatro, hopefully the first one.
And then hearing those early songs played by John Frusciante, man, he just takes them to a different level, man. That guy is super underrated. Like, everybody talks about how good Flea is, and that's the first time I really paid attention to Frusciante. That guy is amazing.
Dorky, I cleaned your 2 Megadeths and the Metallica, and that, to the best of my ability. The Metallica still has a little bit of crackle, but I think it's passable. Did you get those at a Goodwill? Are those stickers accurate? Because that's a hell of a score.
Yeah, it's a good Suzi Quatro, and there's a bunch of Chin and Chapman songs on there.
I want to find, what's the garage band she was in?
The Pleasure Seekers.
Yeah, I want to find that single.
Yeah, you're never gonna find the original Norton. Reissued it with the picture sleeve, but that is sold. That's one of the few Nortons that are expensive.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, you could get it, but you got to pay money. That and like the 𝐾𝐽 Muck, like certain ones are expensive, and then everything else is $4. Yeah,
I got that for some reason when I found it for like $6. I don't think they knew it.
Yeah,
because even then it was
yeah,
like
everything's $4 to $8 normally, but for some reason the Pleasure Seekers, there's a couple that are out of print. I mean, they're probably all out of print, but some that they didn't make enough of.
It's amazing that that's the same band as Cradle like a year later, because that garage single is so good. And I don't know, the Cradle stuff's just throw away.
They name check all the beers. I love it.
And they were, I think Susie was like just turned 15, and her sister was 17 when they did Pleasure Seekers. I mean, that's crazy.
But it's such a punk rock song about like what a way to die, and it's talking about PBRs and Stroh's beer.
I don't even think Stroh's still around, is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I've seen a Stroh's in like 20 years.
Was Stroh's the one with the dog? What was the? I don't even remember. In the 80s, they had a dog.
Remember the little logo.
There was like a cartoon dog. Is that Stroh's? I can't remember. I only remember it in the 80s. Stroh's
had a mascot. I don't think they could afford it.
Yeah, maybe not. Oh, maybe it's Sundays. Plateau Bar. I'm pretty sure it's Norton Mine, but I'm sure Sundays, all that stuff was a free-for-all in the 90s. You know, like the Sonics and stuff. A lot of things were on Sundays.
Half-price books, puts those Norton singles on sale because nobody's buying them. They're just sitting there.
I wish I had those in my state.
Well, they want, and even the price, I think they have like $9 or $10 a piece. It's still a fine price. I just know if they're not selling, they're going to cut them in half one of these days.
They'll be down. I think they're at $5. I've got a stack of them in my closet.
Yeah, they're not.
I still need some. Actually, I have my little post-it note of which ones I need.
Actually, they have a bunch of the Whalers singles.
Oh, always grab the Whalers, grab the Sonics. They did that series of the Whalers and the Sonics, and those sold out.
Alex the Dog Strohs did have
a... Okay, so right.
They could afford a mascot?
Yeah, it was like on T-shirts, it was like a hip thing for a year. Like Joe Camel, Joe Cool, the Camel.
Boy, Joe Camel got shot down hard. I used to like collecting those camel points. You could get all kinds of shit. Of course, that's kind of like that's how they got in trouble.
I think we were more influenced by. I smoked Marlboros more from influence from movies growing up. They always had the Marlboros.
And you saw that it's like, but it was like Coca-Cola. You see that the package of that box everywhere, like in every convenience store.
But I mean, they were genius with the movie placement that other brands didn't really do. I think Pall Mall did it a little before them, but Marlboro kind of took it to the next level. They were everywhere.
I do know the Flintstones did the Winstons. It's
yeah,
great.
there was
Fred Flintstone and Barney smoking Winstons.
Oh, there was a Jetsons one too, in like the 60s. I can't remember what brand it was.
You would think the Jetsons by that time would have like just direct fucking just shoot it into you, or take a pill and you're just all there, man. You know.
I have a Veronica Lake, if you remember her. I think she's doing Lucky Strikes, if I remember. A poster.
The only Veronica
Spuds
I knew
McKenzie.
was from Archie's. Yeah,
That's what I was
Spuds
thinking.
is famous.
What was it?
Alex the Dog was the one.
Yeah,
Spud was
Budweiser.
Spud was Budweiser.
Okay, so then the Strohs won because there was a shirt where they ran over that dog. Like Spud was, it was like it went on. I remember the shirt. I might have even had it, or a friend had it, where the dog was run over, and it was like Strohs, like the competitor.
So they literally had a T-shirt with fucking Alex
with
the Stroh's dog running
dead,
over Spud McKenzie?
I believe so. It was a dead Spuds McKenzie. It was Stroh's. That's what it was. That's how I kind of.
Stroh's took out Spuds McKenzie.
Yeah, like fire tracks on him.
Buzz was everywhere, man. It was like he was like the Phil Collins of advertising.
What's funny is I drink mostly old American beers now, and they just taste like water. I can't even drink them. I was just at my buddy's house last weekend, and all he had was Miller Lite, and I drank one. It's like drinking water. It was so bad.
I was at an Irish pub the other night, and I had a Guinness. Woo. Like, these are really good, but you forget when you get like a real good one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, especially now they've got those Guinness drafts where they're like perfect every time.
Yeah.
I really like they have a Sub-Zero beer place here, and man, it's so good when it's 39 degrees or whatever it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people prefer Guinness warm, though. I personally like it cold, but a lot of people like it warm.
I like it in between. I was going to say the problem with that beer I had at the Irish pub was too cold for me. Yeah. I was surprised.
All right, well,
I mean, it was still delicious. I wasn't complaining. But
I don't think I'm looking up, but I can't find anything referencing this Alex from Stroh's running over Spuds MacKenzie. So we're gonna have to find out.
I had the
Fact
shirt.
check.
I know I had the shirt. I had the
It could
shirt.
have been a bootleg shirt too. I mean, those were pretty popular at the time too.
It was the era of Joe Cola and Joe Cool Camel and the Batman shirts. Remember when the Bat Signal shirts were happening in like 88, 87, 89?
So there's one that says Alex Beer Run. See that one?
I want to see.
This doesn't sound like 83.
It was a really expensive record. Valuable record.
Oh yeah, it's up. Maybe it's not Stroh's, but this isn't the shirt I had. But there's something I just went to eBay and did Spuds MacKenzie shirt, and it says Vintage '80, party's over, Spud MacKenzie, and he's like run over on this. Yeah, let's see if I can. It's gonna be hard to see, but if you make me big. It was a white shirt I had, but you see he's run over and there's tire tracks. If you could, I don't know if you make it out. There's, well, I can't do it. Whatever.
We saw it.
That's another move. That was the first one that came up. But I felt like it had Stroh's. It was white and it said Stroh's on the back.
That'd be great if it did.
It was definitely a competitor that did it. Yeah, because all these Spud MacKenzie shirts.
Oh yeah.
So we had Johnny from Typo Negative on the Metal Roundtable last Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
As a drummer. That was a really good show. That guy has some pretty cool stories. I didn't know he played with Danzig for almost 20 years. I know he did like one record with him, but he had like, we talked to him a little bit after. He had nothing but good stuff to say. He's like, all the people that talk trash about Danzig, he's like, he's one of the most professional, best guys I ever toured with. And so it's pretty interesting.
Is he still playing with Danzig?
No, he stopped because he's doing like 2 other projects. And he said the problem with being in the Danzig band is he won't tour for like.
I already sold it.
Out of nowhere, he'll be like, "Hey, we're going to go on tour next month," and he'll have like 10 or 15 days lined up, you know.
So you can't plan your life. Yeah.
So Johnny's got like 4 other bands that he's part of, and he's like, "I just can't." He's like, "I love playing with him, but this is not like." Right around the time the Elvis record came out is when he stopped playing with him.
I'm surprised these guys were on like the FBI want list, man. I mean, they have some pretty.
This is such a good record, though.
Yeah. Well, 22 minutes of it.
Yeah.
They crammed so many songs in a short period of time. It's like I think it takes me longer to set the markers than it was to actually listen to the whole album. It's like, what the hell?
Well, there's kind of a genius to it too, because every time I listen to it, it's so fast. I end up listening to it like 2 or 3 times in a row, you know. And by that, once you've listened to it like 5 or 6 times, you're singing along to the choruses. And
This kind of sounds like, what is that song? Television Families? Is that like a Television Family or whatever?
Television
TV
Addict.
Party.
Television Addict.
His vocals sound a lot like Jello's on that song. Well, similar to Jello. It's one of the UK bands, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're looking thin, but all that you live on is lip gloss and cigarettes. Scraps at the end of the day. When it's
It's kind of cool. This almost has a goth sound to it.
Yeah, I really like the song. I've never heard this. Dorky said it to me. I was like, I kind of like.
I remember the band. I remember they were kind of like Oasis, and what's the other one that you like, John? Stone Roses. They were like that same kind of scene. There's actually a lot of Bowie in this.
It's that part there that kind of makes it sound like fucking the goth thing. It's that and the tone of whatever that is.
Like a gothic David Bowie.
A little Echo and the Bunnymen in the vocals too.
Yeah,
Not really here, just on that chorus.
I know what you're saying.
I like this better than that OK Computer you sent, Dorky.
Like that part.
This doesn't sound like 94 though. This sounds like 80, 88, 87.
Well, this is that Britpop era.
That's what I'm saying.
I can see that.
I think they started though in 78, 80.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. I just know the name.
Hey, Jenny.
Yeah, I
Hey,
just remember from that era with the Stone Roses. They were always
Once all these one word names came out, I couldn't. Oasis, Pulp, Lush. It was a whole bunch.
I was not familiar.
Band too, but like Oasis, like they had a song I really liked, so I bought the record. And I thought the rest of the record sucked. Other than that one song. And
I definitely hear Echo and the Bunnymen in
I
this.
like that. Huh?
Definitely hear Echo and the Bunnymen in that part. The singing.
This part here goes doo 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 doo. That sounds like My Bloody Valentine to me.
And My Bloody Valentine was right before this.
Actually, Bobby's avatar is a drawing drawn by Jenny.
Yep.
Who's gonna get the Bobby Gas tattoo first?
Not me.
That's why we don't hang out together. We all gonna get drunk and get Bobby Gas tattoos. Like, and it would be a really good idea at that moment.
Oh my god!
I can't do needles, man. I got rabies shots when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So can't do the needle thing.
We'll do a brand. We'll just brand you. That's real Texas style. Someone will engrave the Bobby face and
yeah.
Or just do a big BG.
Yeah, oh yeah. BG5.
Nobody will know what the hell that is. You get the brand, and all of a sudden, the next day he changes to like BG7.
Yeah, that's when he gets shut down.
Like, oh man.
The heavy baby.
Especially for 1970.
Yeah, it's a great song title too. Fits that era.
This is actually one of my favorite Grand songs.
There's another band that their fame or anything has faded, quite a bit. Them and like Mahogany
I feel like
Rush.
they listened to the Black Sabbath record and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll show you." And they wrote this song. It was the opener too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they're not. But they just don't have. They're not as popular. They're like I said. Their stature has dwindled, kind of like Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush.
Yep.
Boghat.
Blue Oyster Cult were there, but they got their legacy back up.
I think they did it to themselves though, because Grand Funk just kept going on, and the albums in the '80s just got worse and worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
EOC the same thing. They had these perfect albums, and then after like '82, they just start. It just got weird
and some of those '70s bands did not translate into the '80s. Like Ted Nugent had to make a transition to the '80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some just I don't
Wango
know.
Tango.
The first few Uriah Heep records are some of the best hard rock records of all time.
Yeah. Oh, they never made
and
the
then they
80s,
just
yeah.
woo.
Yeah.
But a lot of those bands killed their legacies because of that, you know.
Yeah, I haven't processed the OK Computer, so yeah.
And Grand Funk is still touring with a different lineup every couple years.
Hey, Frank. Well,
They really screwed over fucking Mark Farner if the way he tells the story is true. So. Those bands never die in our house. Well, yeah, but I mean, some bands have like their legacy has like been okay, but like Grand Funk, I think as big as they were for that 2 year period of time.
they were massive. They were bigger than Deep Purple. They were massive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bigger than Sabbath, probably.
In America.
Yeah, and I mean in America. Yeah, at the time.
And they even had like a little like pop phase when they did, you know, Locomotion and, you know, Bad Time to Be in Love, that kind of shit. You know, they even like kind of like rode the pop wave a little bit.
Even Alice Cooper had a couple of more popular songs than the Grand Funk songs. But Grand Funk was selling out what Alice Cooper was doing. So.
I know Locomotion was a massive song.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to hear that on the radio.
Until Kylie Minogue did it. And then that's all you heard.
You know, We're an American Band was a massive song.
I've said it before, though. Locomotion, you know, I get for the time, but I mean, now that song being in the middle of the record kind of ruins the rest of the record. Because it's the same thing with Bang a Gong. They just played it so much over the decades that I never want to hear that song again.
Yeah, Some Kind of Wonderful was a pretty big hit too, I think.
Yeah, I think those songs. I think We're an American Band and Some Kind of Wonderful. They stuck around the classic rock. Like those are the only 2 songs that survived them, pretty much.
No,
Also,
Locomotion did. Their version of Locomotion.
I don't think so, though.
Yeah, I guess Locomotion.
Locomotion, they think of Kylie Minogue, not Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah, I don't know if you hear Locomotion as much. You hear We're an American Band if you put on like a satellite radio or something.
Not just that, movies. Period movies
Yeah.
like to use those 2 songs.
Yeah.
I think that's more the reason they're still around than the radio is that they're in movies and TV shows.
Well, Closer to Home was a huge song, but again, so here's the song that was huge also. We're going to go back to back because no one ever plays this song. This was a massive hit. This was the last straw for most people, though, was this song. This was it. I think, did Frank Zappa produce this? No. Yeah, this was the pop Grand Funk.
Which one was Locomotion? Was that Shining On?
I think so. Wow, there's a quad mix of this. So the guy who produced it produced Three Dog Night and the Raspberries. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, good. So you're right. Yeah, this, like I said, people, and you're from Michigan, and you jumped off at this song. This is your homeboys. Even you jumped off at this song.
Well, 74. This would be Shining On. Oh no, all the girls. Okay, but Shining On was 74 too.
Can you play Bad Times by Tigers of Pantang? I see you have it on the B. It was a B-side. It was a non-album track.
Said Titans of Pantang.
Titans of Pantang.
I never noticed a hi-hat in the left channel on this. It's passing out.
This is
There's
like
a couple of
them. Is this like their Beth?
Oh yeah, worse than Beth. This was like bandstand type stuff, man.
But I mean, think about this is what they were playing. That last song is heavy as fuck. It was set in 1970, and then 4 years later, this is what they're playing. Yeah.
Chasing that money, man.
Or you
God, I
got
had a lot of radio play. I was gonna say, Steve, do you know the author Joe Abercrombie?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading Best Served Cold. What a book, man. I think he did a series called First Law.
Yeah.
For some reason, I started with Best Served Cold because I saw the reviews, but it's in the same world, but it's a standalone. You can start with that, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think I've got the first of that series.
Yeah,
like
this is
the
not
paperback.
part of the series. It's a standalone. I think none of the characters. It's just in the same world. But Best Served Cold. Holy cow, that's a good audiobook anyway. Check that out when you get time. It's like a revenge story, like this gang of misfits, like different types of people hanging out together, and it's very violent.
Yeah, I'm reading the John Gwynne, The Faithful and the Fallen series right now. It's really good. Just traditional fantasy, real light magic. But it's a four book series. I'm about halfway through the second book right now. I know it's another one that like 5 or 6 years ago, like the book channels were really hyping up.
What was it called?
It's The Faithful and the Fallen.
The Faithful and the Fallen. All right, I'll check that out. Make a note.
And the writer John Gwynne, he's like one of those British guys that like dressed like a Viking. He's got the hair and the beard and the Thor's hammer and like he's almost like a character in one of his books. But he's got 3. That was his first series. He's got 2 other series. The last series he did, like a lot of people put in the top 10 fantasy series.
Okay, yeah. What I'm gonna do is look it up, and then I like looking at the reviews without spoilers and what they rank. That's how So I'm not reading any bad books because I'm making sure that Best Served Cold, man, is worth reading. So I'm not done with it yet, but and there's no magic, but maybe there's like crazy, like someone's got like crazy superpowers. So I don't know.
Like this series, there is magic, but it's like a real like low level. There's only a couple people in the world that have it, type of thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I love the characters in this book. There's like a gang, but like the side characters are fantastic. There's one guy who's like an ex-con. He doesn't talk much, but all he does is count, like the count from Sesame Street. And like it's hysterical in his head, like 2 soldiers, 2 + 2, 4 soldiers, 2 sets of 4 soldiers, and like things will be happening. He's counting like buttons on people's shirts. It's ridiculous.
What's up, John Bandy? Weakers, what are you doing, cat?
Hey, John.
Oh. So did this always come out?
Did you hear the new Paul McCartney song? Oh, I love that. Oh my God, I love that.
Did that always come out on red vinyl? Is that always on red? Okay.
I think it's only on red.
Okay. I like that. It's a good.
Valhalla is great, and then no
fun after midnight.
No Fun After Midnight. That's their best song. Not their best
Valhalla
song.
Force.
Valhalla Force. Oh, I love that. But did you hear the Paul McCartney song? The new Paul McCartney? There's a sample of it?
No.
So there's a sample. It's not coming out yet, but they tease 50 seconds of it. You know what? It's a rip-off. They ripped Motorhead off. It's 1916. The verse is a rip-off of 1916.
Really?
You got to hear it.
I'm going to have to check it out now.
Yeah, I'm listening to it. I'm like, I know this song. And it's like Paul McCartney being sentimental, like about going back in the past. And it's like the same sentimentality of 1916.
Yeah.
But it's the same. Same syllable, same melody line going up and down, like the same 3 chords. I'm like, he must have had a songwriter help him with the verse there.
Maybe he's a closet Motorhead fan.
Yeah. And then I was playing around. There's a guy on, I was looking at YouTube because I'm going back and forth. I'm like, I know, I hear it anyway. Maybe I'm crazy. But so there's an old man playing an acoustic version of 1916 by Motorhead. I'm like, there it is. It's the same song. It's not really, but it's just a section of the verse that Paul does.
This is on my turntable right now.
Oh, nice.
Teenage Love Affair off of this. Really
Yeah, that's great. What's the, is there, what else is on that? Flip that around. Let me see. Was it the
Pretty, Rock and Roll Mayhem, and Love and Leave?
Oh, is that like a punk rock tune on there? On that one? Like,
I don't think so.
one of them goes like, it almost sounds like punk rock, like not like heavy metal, like fast. Teenage, it might be on a different record. They're like a low budget, like Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Great fun, that band. Rock and Roll is a 4-letter word. Is my favorite track.
This didn't get expensive until just recently. You used to be able to buy it. I bought like a mint copy like 7 or 8 years ago for like $25.
Yeah, Sitting Pretty's.
It ain't
No, I'm
25
talking
anymore.
I'm talking about this Megadeth.
Oh, Megadeth.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, this wasn't an expensive record.
It was in the 30s usually, but yeah.
It's what's the record after this? That's the tough one.
Yeah.
Peace Cells?
Peace Cells. No. It says Peace
No,
Cells.
this is Peace Cells. Rust in Peace?
Rest in Peace.
Yeah, that's
It's funny. So the local record store where I buy a lot of my thrash and funk from, they had a copy of Rust in Peace. It was like pretty like a VP copy, you know. And he put $300 on it. That's kind of what it's going on for him. And this on Discogs, it's like I was like, man, that's the only Megadeth I need an original pressing of. But $300 for a VP pressing. I don't care how good that fucking record is.
I saw a few of those at the record show, but I didn't need one. So I saw a blue vinyl one. I wasn't sure if it was legit or not. So I did pick up the first 2 Halloweens for cheap. So I thought I was happy to get those.
Yeah, they're not expensive records. I think the most expensive from Halloween are Super the 7 Keys 1 and 2, and even those you can get under $50.
No, I think Walls of Jericho is the most expensive, at least that I saw.
Steve, I'm thinking of this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's a song, it's Flash Bomb Fever, and it's like really fast. It's almost like punk rock. It doesn't even belong on here. And there's the other one. But
put that over.
the
Let me see the. Yeah, make it big again.
Somebody color that in.
No, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. So,
And this song, this album's for you get cheap. This one, and then they had, I think, the 45 for Rock and Roll is a 4-letter word, and that might be their whole. Maybe there's another single,
even
but
that
that might be
album
the whole
has
catalog.
all the songs from the single on there.
They re-recorded it. It's not
Okay.
the single is like low budget.
Yeah.
I think Patrick has Rock and Roll is a 4-letter word by Silver Wing. It's on like the new wave of British heavy metal comp that Lars Ulrich did, maybe, or one of those ones on CD. But they re-recorded it, and it's all right.
I have Fortunate Son by Bob Seger, but it was on a double 7-inch UK thing, so that's the only. But I do have it. I didn't know I had it.
By TP Quick too.
Yep. What was the name of the Silverwing song?
The Silverwing Rock and Roll is a 4-letter word. I mean, these guys were teenagers. It's a primitive, like, New Album song.
Yeah, that
This
was
album
7
right
inch.
here. Like if somebody asked me what like the perfect thrash metal sound, it would be this record. It's like the perfect mix of the new wave British heavy metal and the punk and the.
This is nuts, that rhythm at the time. This is like Damage Incorporated. Like,
That's the same guy that wrote both riffs.
Yeah. And it was a ton of bricks by Metal Church. There were
Metal
certain
Church,
songs that were like
Yeah.
even better. That like you'd hear a whole album thrash, and then the one song would be like over the top.
The song Metal Church off of Metal Church still has one of the greatest riffs I've ever heard. Hey, Patrick, play Metal Church off of Metal Church.
Metal Church off Metal Church.
Yep.
Oh, I love this track.
Yeah, I've got the single and the 12-inch. That's the thing.
Metal Church off the album Metal Church by the band Metal Church.
The best is when David Wayne left the band. His album, his self-titled album, was David Wayne Metal Church.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, poor guy. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Totally
Right.
1977. Like at a truck
Right.
stop, I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
We're buying some
Yeah.
beef jerky and pocket knives, you know, and a
Looking-
couple
looking
of
for a-
maybe, George Jones on bootleg cassette.
Yeah.
And also some black molly from the guy in the bathroom and a lot lizard walking around the whole thing. So there you go.
You could buy them over the counter, you know, in the little bottles at Trucker Speed back then.
Buffered caffeine. There you go.
'79, man. This is like ground zero for new wave British heavy metal.
I don't think it gets better than these first couple of Tigers of Pantang and the first couple of Def Leppard. I mean,
But John Sykes wasn't on this 45, was he?
And no.
No, he was later. He was the second album, right?
Yeah, second album. Real
was
trim,
like
you can
4
tell it's
years
not
after
John
this.
Sykes. Listen to it, it's like,
Hey, Satan, I won $1,200 in that fishing tournament right there. That was a lot of money back then, $1,200.
A lot of money now.
Not as much as it was.
1,269. You could buy a car for that.
you know what? On that audition tapes, I think they recut this song with John Deverell singing and Sykes on guitar, if I remember.
For which one?
It's
On
that
which
single.
album?
It's a
Yeah,
bonus
it's a
single called The
it's the
Audition
second single.
Tapes,
Yeah.
where they record stuff from the first album
Yeah, it's
with the new
great.
singer.
They've done that a couple of times. It's like I said,
Yeah.
with the current lineup, they re-recorded 2 of the songs off the first record, and they're fucking great.
Yeah, I love it.
Pick
I
slide.
love that. I love that phaser pedal, man.
Sounds like a pick
Yellow
slide.
phaser pedal. Yeah, here's another. This is. I think this might be 79 too, or 80, but these
80.
now like little kids. 80. We're gonna start a band. This is our first single. Brilliant.
We just learned to play yesterday.
Every trick in the book they do.
Yeah, Hellbound 45. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like this better than that Tiger song.
We are living for rock and roll. Nothing else moves within our souls.
It's raw. It's like really raw.
I thought that Tigers of Pantang was great, but we said John
It's got the
Sykes
keyboard in it,
You were
though.
Like, that's okay.
Yes, yeah. Steve will like it. It's okay.
Yeah, I do.
I like that. I love that. Yeah, right. Like yeah.
Woo!
You bet he's excited as fuck to be in a studio, getting recorded. I mean, yeah.
He-
Go crazy, Jim. Go crazy. Just go.
Yeah.
Rainbow eggs. Yeah. Rainbow eggs are the best.
Look at that riff though, man. He's just getting into it, man.
Really, really are.
Oh, what a fill that was. Did you hear that? Let's play with some panning. Let's do some panning, guys.
Yeah.
Okay? Can we do that? Can we do that, Mr. Engineer?
This is like their showcase song.
Are you burning the house down, Bobby? Shit, man.
New pot, trying some new pot.
It's working.
Here we go. Everyone gets a chance to solo.
This is exactly
Oh,
where
let's pan over here.
AOR.
Pan, there you go. Pan it over here again.
You know they went to the studio and the studio engineers said, I got all these effects. Let's try this out. Let's try this.
Let's use them all. We're paying for them all. Let's use them all. But it's funny that keyboard solo just stopped. There was no like transition. It was just like boom, it was gone. Yeah, I was like, all right.
Doesn't get better than that. Rock and roll never got better than that.
Yeah, right, Bobby?
Bobby, bring some water, Bobby.
Your eyes are about to pop out.
Yeah.
That's the good weed, huh?
Yeah. Wearing your Chinese authorized Supertramp Crime of the Century shirt. There you go.
Great album.
I'm going to take a guess that there's no one on planet Earth right now at 11:47 Eastern Time wearing a Supertramp on the entire planet.
I used to think that when I was riding my bike sometimes. Nobody in the world is listening to this song right now. Nobody.
I lost the channel putting these guys up. You can't put up Supertramp songs. I need a beer.
This guy just sounded evil. His voice just sounded like fucking evil, you know?
Sound like Sabotage a little too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're way more thrashier than Sabotage, but
You know what we need to listen to tonight? We need some Swords and Tequila tonight sometime.
Why? Are people drinking tequila?
No, that just sounds... This song...
Right on, Bobby.
I want to hear Swords and Tequila.
You like the live version or the studio version?
Nah, do the studio version. I like both, but...
you don't have to tilt the glass with the Guinness. Just pour it straight in there as quick as you can.
I tip the glass.
It's a habit. You want to dump it in as quick as you can.
It forms up good enough as it is.
Let it sit for a little.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta let it breathe, Bobby. Let it breathe.
I love that beer.
What you doing, cat? Give me your squeakers.
Here you go, Bobby. I'll join you.
I think I'm just about done with your records, Sean. I have one more circle jerk and that oi thing.
I don't remember what I gave you. What oi thing? I don't know what I gave you. I don't remember what I gave you.
Oi Boys is what it's called.
Oh, I gave you the Oi Boys. That's my favorite record of the last few years.
Oi Boys, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know, Depeche Mode meets, I don't know. That's all crazy. It's not Oi. It's a crazy record. I love it.
Speaking of Oi, I've been listening to that second Champion 9 record a lot lately.
Yeah,
that's so fucking good.
The first record, they didn't really. It's not really there yet.
No, that second one. I mean,
yeah,
you can tell that's where like 80% of the bands got the Oi sound from. Was that record?
Oh yeah.
It could take it some time. I actually did rip that 𝐷𝐴 album today, so that stuff will be heading home.
Actually, when I saw the Dropkick Murphys, the kids will be united. The Kids Are United was their come out song, and like it just sounded massive.
Yeah. Did you go see him last week or 2 weeks ago?
I don't know, 2 weeks. It was St. Patrick's Day, whatever that weekend.
Okay.
Friday of St. Patrick's Day. That's
I want you to be alert for this next song, Bobby. So don't go anywhere. Don't take another hit.
Steve was listening to Sham 69 before they came out.
Water Boys World Tour.
That's a weird one though, because I heard their third record first. It's a good record, and then I heard their first, and then I was like, "Yeah, it's okay." I don't.
Yeah, it's got like a story in it, and like it's yeah.
I found a Sham 69 at the record
now I
show.
know why these guys are so popular.
Yeah. I think I'd argue they're a singles band too. Like,
not recorded. I might have it, but I don't know. So. All right, Bobby. I wonder if we can summon Vance with this song too, so we could like, it's like a double whammy.
Ignore anything that will lead to the Zeppelin stealing conversation.
He'll come back. You can't play that. No. I need something to drink.
This here song here by the Wolf Killing Corps is the song that Eric Clapton could never get down right. And then when Hendrix first came over, he played this and killed it, and apparently Clapton got up and walked out of the room.
Yeah. That's a famous story.
Yeah.
And then the story is, I don't know how true it is, Pete Townsend was going in, and he said, "Is it that bad?" As he was walking out, he's like, "No, it's that good." I mean, I'm sure it's all folklore, but...
No. He I seen Clapton and I seen all them guys, and Hendrix was something else. He really, really was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I seen this guy too, Hal the Wolf, who sat with me, as a matter of fact. The hands on the guy are huge. He's a big man.
Dorky doing snuff. You have a white powdered wig on.
The 1983 album, eh?
Yeah, this is a French pressing, but it's the same tapes as the one from the 60s. It's the same, because I had the other records singly, and I played them. It was the same stereo mix from those early 60s records.
Well, that record, that double you're talking about, that's the Burnett. It's just a picture of them. That came out in 71, I think.
Yes, I have the reissue of that record. But I have the reissues, or actually, I think the reissues of the 60s records, and I played them. It was all the same tape. I spent like 2 hours listening to Howlin' Wolf, and because I was trying to find what's mono, and you can't get mono unless you bought the very first original records in the 50s or the reissues from like 2017 or something. but it was stereo though. Everyone who heard Howlin' Wolf has pretty much heard stereo, unless you were there in the 50s with the 78s and 45s.
I think the Walking Chair album was mono.
Originally, my Rockin' Chair, which is an old pressing, is the exact same mix. I had that one out and I played that song and then the version off the double album, and it was the same.
Well, right, that's good that they're not throwing up the wall. No, I never seen Johnny Kid in the Pirates.
He never came to America.
No, they never come over here to Toronto, not that I know of.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he
knew
never
of
came to
that.
Canada.
I knew of them.
So here's some of the stuff I got. So I got this Venom from Possessed. So I found that at the show. Got this the damn.
Oh, now you have. I never sent you that one. You have the whole catalog. If you put that in, that's a great album. 𝐁𝐫𝐫𝐤𝐿.
Then I got a UK magazine, Secondhand Daylight. This is the best Damnation of Adam Blessing. This is the second album. Really, really good. Highly recommend that one. I'm fumbling records all over myself. How did this happen?
I like this Alien Boy. I like this too.
These first two Wipers records are fantastic.
Nice 𝐏𝐫𝐸, Thin Lizzy. These are the first two Halloweens. This is the first one.
Oh, nice. That's great.
The EP. These are German noise.
That's great.
And Walls of Jericho.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I think the EP is my favorite, but they're all great. Yeah, Darren, those 84 chess reissues, a lot of my blues collection is that era. Where they have that little, like, seal on the corner.
A lot of these were done in France. France, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of my blues collections in France.
Records a while back, and they're really good.
Yeah, you got the OGs. They're an interesting band because they have different sounds, like punk, and then they go into like avant-garde. They go into almost gothy, like.
I'd only heard their singles, so I was kind of hesitant to grab their records, but those first two are really good. The third one is not as good.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, I have it on CD, the third one.
I mean, this is good. I really like it. Never heard
They're
of it.
from Portland or someplace around there?
They're Pacific.
Pacific Northwest, yeah.
I think they're like Seattle area, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're from Washington.
They're from Portland, yeah.
They were big
They're from
influence
Portland?
on Nirvana.
Okay.
Yeah, I just looked it up. They're from Portland. 77 was when they first got together.
That was a cool tune. I like that.
Well, those early 80s punk records, late 70s, it was just old school rock and roll with a little bit of buzz to it. You know?
Yeah.
The good stuff, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, all these guys grew up with the same stuff we did. Like, they all listen to Alice Cooper, Led Zeppelin. Like,
Original UK. Got this from Record Collector News Jim.
That's a good album.
nice.
This is so
On
good.
loan.
That's my favorite album by them.
Hey, welcome, Chris.
The first three T-Rex albums are 10-star records. They're so good.
Bo and Eddie?
What's crazy is that 𝐁𝐫𝐸𝐿 got so popular too, because I think there's better songs on the record than that one.
Oh, for sure.
But for some reason, that's the one that just caught on.
That's the only one that made in America. Jeepster to a little
Jeepster's a-
lesser extent, but those are the only
Jeepster's
two.
Jeepster's a better song.
What about Children of the Revolution? That kind of got a little
I don't know if that ever made it. I never heard that in my life, like until I got into T-Rex.
I kind of remember that one when I was a kid, but it may just be...
You could be right.
Yeah.
I just only ever remember Bang a Gong on the radio.
Yeah, and Bang a Gong.
And Jeepster infrequent. Like I knew the song in the '80s, but that was it.
Metal Guru was kind of popular.
Yeah, I never heard it. Never heard any of that in the '80s. I mean, I knew who Mark Bolan was. I've seen more pictures of him than I'd heard songs by him. You know, as far as an American a kid in the '80s.
So that guy, what Steve took, he formed a band with some other guys that were that they formed as like kind of almost a super group. I can't remember what it was, but it was a
Yeah, Steve Peregrine took. I have that CD, but I can't find it for the life of me. It's very interesting. It's almost. Well, I don't know if it's the same, but he put out one album, and I bought a reissue on CD, or maybe it didn't come out.
I know what it was. It was that guy Twink, and
Yes,
Took,
Twink.
and yeah.
So a couple of songs, or at least one song, is very like space rock, like Hawkwind territory, and it's really good. I just can't figure out what I filed it under. If it's under like SPT or T-Rex or what I did.
So Took was in the
find
original version of Pink Fairies. He formed the Pink Fairies
yes.
with Twink and the guy from the Pretty Things, Twink, and then somebody else, I think.
The Pink Fairies are a funny one though, because by the time they released a record, I don't think they were good anymore. If you listen to them, they've got some live stuff from like 70 to 70, 69 to 71. And it blows away anything that they ever put out on albums.
The three classic albums, and each one I could pick three. Like I could pick killer tracks off it, but none of those albums, like there's too much stinkers or weirdo stuff.
Yeah, there's this collection. I think it's only on CD from like 69 to 71, and it's all live stuff. And it's so good. So
I got a bit of live stuff. Live at the Roundhouse.
I think Live at the Roundhouse is part of that. It's part of that.
And I have a bit of things. There's I probably showed it. Let me see if I can find it. I thought this was Public Image. Public Image.
I was thinking about. This reminds me of one of the songs off of Power Play. This
book, Steve, was a good read. If you make me big, I don't recommend it. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, but this is the cosmic. Keep it together. Cosmic Boogie with the Deviants and the Pink Fairies. So this has a lot of like Hawkwind stuff in it, and it came with a CD with like live Pink Fairies or like rare stuff. But it's just interesting. But it ties in with the Hawkwind family and the scene, and it'll talk about the history of like the Pretty Things and. It's just an interesting book.
There was one record store. I think it was CD Trader. They had a massive collection of used rock and roll books, like tons of them. So if you're ever in LA and you want to look for rock books, go to CD Trader. Record-wise, it wasn't that great, but this is Clem Burke on drums for this. Rest in peace, Clem Burke.
They just had, I saw friends of mine were in New York. They did a Clem Burke tribute show, not benefit, but a tribute show where all like the New Yorkers, punks played songs that the Romantics were there. All the people who did stuff with Clem Burke.
So that intro reminds me of one of the Homefront songs.
Yeah.
I think you guys have Homefront on the brain lately, so everything reminds you guys of Homefront.
They take from so many bands, though.
Yeah.
But they take, like, the good stuff, you know?
Very much like the Clash did. Like, they would just borrow and mix it all together and make their own thing. Do you have Public Image, the song Public Image?
I don't know. I did see that's one thing I did see a lot of with Public Image records.
Felt like they're not all great.
I like that first one.
I have that 10 with the records in it. Is that a comp?
No, that's the first album.
Yeah.
Okay, I have that. What's the song you wanted to hear?
Public Image.
I have that. It's a 7-inch. It's a 7-inch.
Yeah, play it. You don't even have to play the whole song. Just play the beginning and then the beginning of this.
The one with the 10 is the second album. I used to see the one with the 10 all the time, and now it's like fucking $400. Like crazy.
Oh yeah, I wish I bought that.
I used to see it all the time.
Which one? Which one? The 10 record?
Yeah, because it used to always be on the up front. Every time you checked out a record, it would always be somewhere by the desk or on the wall.
Didn't they do a CD version of it too, like a little mini?
They might have. I don't remember that, but I'm sure.
But yeah, I remember every record store had copies of it forever.
Yeah.
Like even before the big vinyl resurgence, I remember you could buy it.
Yeah.
For like $20.
Yeah, I just remember it in the '80s always being around. The 10 is the second album. Okay, Chris, thank you.
Well, there's multiple records in the 10.
What's the first one with his face on it? Like a young John Lydon's face? I can't remember.
Like my record has mine has 3 albums in it.
I think he's touring with them again, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's out right now.
Yeah, that was about that. That's how I saw that they were playing well. Ross, the late great.
Yep. I wish we could play some Man of War, but they would just shut us all down.
All right. So here's the 10.
Playing that.
It's got worse patina than the Statue of Liberty.
Damn.
That Statue of Liberty was originally a gift to Egypt. Egypt was supposed to get it, but they didn't want to pay, for the transportation of it for the States with it.
Well, there's multiple Statues of Liberty.
Well, I'm talking about the one in New York Harbor.
Yeah, there's one in France. There's one in France.
There's a smaller one. There's a smaller one in like Arizona in there.
Frank, you go watch the submarine races?
All right, I can't open this motherfucker.
Rusty clothes.
It's like me opening my pomade tins. You gotta get you.
So there are 3 records. There were 3 records inside that 10. So.
Hey Patrick, what's the thing on the political rap, the Vinyl Richie? What's that all about?
It's called a joke. I was wondering how many people I would ensnare with it. So yeah.
Well,
But it's not Halloween.
So it says metal box on it. I'm gonna find out what it is.
Yeah, I think it was this one, second edition. I think this is the metal box. Like the way I think Chris is right, but I'm not 100% sure. It's been years since I did this.
There are 3 records. Like number 1 has Albatross. Then the side 2 has 2.
Great.
Then side 2 has 2 songs. Side 3 has 2 songs. So it's got 10, 20, 28, 35, 42. It's got 54 minutes. Well, the last side is Socialist Chant Radio 4. So it's spread out. So it's the record spread out over 5 sides. So that's interesting. For back then.
Weird.
Nowadays.
Oh, maybe this isn't. I'm trying to think. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm misremembering. Oh yeah. This is.
Yeah, guitar riff. Yeah.
It might not sound the same as that Eurythmics song, but it reminded me of it. It's a great track, though. Man. I heard this.
I love his voice on this album.
My older cousin put this on a mixtape for me, and I only knew the Sex Pistols, but I couldn't imagine hearing this in '78. Like this is post-punk when punk is still in the height. You know? Kind of like Joy Division.
Yeah.
This isn't 1980. This is 78.
Well, in Joy Division, if you listen to that first Joy Division single, that's a straight up punk. That's a straight up punk song.
Yeah.
And before they go the post punk route.
I did buy a Joy Division song when I was there.
Which one?
It was Closer. It's like a Polish direct metal master pressing, so it's kind of doesn't sound bad.
I never got into Closer as much as
Chris, I wasn't trying to correct you. You know, you were 100% right. I don't know my order of public.
I love his vocals on there.
Yeah, I'll have to rip that. I mean, it's what a pain in the ass to spread out your album, which is normal, over like 3 fucking sides. That'll be a pain, but
this is.
Then I got to figure out. Go ahead.
This is almost an 80s pop style vocal in 1978. You know.
They got to figure out how to open up that stupid box. I probably have to get some fucking
WD-40 it.
Yeah.
You know, you can.
But if you did contact cleanup, this way it disappears.
You know, you can spray WD-40 on fishing lures and it works.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you don't want WD-40 doesn't disappear. You don't want to spray it on your record. You know.
I hear people swear by WD-40 on their records. Go ahead, try it, people. But
that guy's the best. That
get that
Korean guy with 8 million views.
So
get
if you
that,
live up in St. John's area and you leave your tools in the garage, where stop them from rust and just put a coat of WD-40 on the outside of them, and they'll never rust.
Yep.
Well, WD-40 doesn't last forever.
Oh yeah.
Oil does.
Yeah.
You want to really protect them, you put a sheet of oil on.
Remember
I saw
song,
this young heavy metal guy. He comes up on my algorithm on Instagram, and he shows like records from 1981, records from 1983, all like good metal records. He does obscure and obvious, and he rates them. It goes quick, but he has the rating. And he had this album as like an 8 out of 10 or a 7.5 out of 10. And I'm like, this is 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because then he had like 4 and a like 9 out of 10. And like, I think it's like a little bit of clickbait, you know, like they want you to, I just let it go. But this thing's 10 out of 10 all day long, every day.
I've said it before, my daughter hates this song. Because whenever it comes on, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, singing along to this. It embarrasses her.
I wanna jump on a bar with like one of those swords, like the cutlass swords, like Zorro kind of sword. Not like a big medieval, like
yeah.
I want like that thin sword and like the tequila bottle in one hand.
I don't think a rapier is what.
tables.
I don't think a rapier is what they had in mind with swords and tequila.
Oh.
I think they're talking like the typical
be.
cutlass. No, 1800s. They did not use rapiers in the 1800s.
Well, no, I think of the Raven, All for One. And they have like those kind of swords. Like
These guys are
like
these guys are conjuring. I feel like an old west type vibe. You know.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe,
it is not.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, I'm sure you're right, but this is how I picture it.
I'm pretty sure tequila was not over in Spain. It wasn't over in the UK.
Yeah, I understand. You're right.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I picture like the guy from Princess Bride. Like
I figure we don't need no badges. We don't need no stinking badges. That's what I think.
Yeah, you're probably right, but that's not what I picture. I picture like people drinking, and the one guy jumps up.
Picture Highlander.
No, it's not fucking Highlander.
That's
No.
what I picture.
I kind of think
where he lives in New York.
no. Swords and Tequila is not about fucking the Highlander, dude. I'm thinking more like
I know it's not Spanish. Yeah.
I'm just thinking more like 𝐿_WAPO, like you have a plethora of presents, 𝐿_WAPO, you know, that kind of era, you know? So,
This is like the perfect song for Beastmaster.
Beastmaster? Say Beastmaster? Podo and Podo and fucking whatever the fuck those parrots were.
I picture it in modern times though, or like 80s anyway. Like I don't picture it like we're going back in time, like Valhalla Force from A to Z. Like I'm picturing like just like regular people in a bar, and like the guy's just drinking too much tequila and rips out a sword.
You're talking about a foil. Doro used a foil card, like an FD.
Like a
See what you
dueling
did.
sword. I want.
See what you did. There you go.
Did you send this, John?
No, I have this. Someone else sent it to me.
If it's the single, I might have sent it.
No, this is the album.
Oh, I do not have the album.
𝐼𝐚𝐫𝐤 is in this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I sent you the second one. This is
Mick Tucker, who went into Tank.
I think that Iron Maiden got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I have a hint that they got in, so yeah.
They have a new movie coming out April 5th or 7th or something.
I don't think that's how you spell WAPO. I think it's like G-U-A-P-O. WAPO. G-U-A-P-O.
Yeah. U-A-P-O.
Hey, Steve, have I talked to you since that Elvis movie? I don't know if I've seen you.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Man, that Elvis movie that came out in the theater like 2 weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now, is so good.
Is it like a Zeppelin style? Like the Zeppelin movie?
No, it's like a style I've never seen. They just did a collage of Elvis. It's based on like the 72 Vegas, 70 to 73, but they go to rehearsals and everything it's like a dreamscape. I'm sorry for everyone, I've said this before. Steve wasn't here, but what a wonderful movie that was.
Definitely.
No, it's
I'm not a
G-U-A-P-O.
fan of like 70s Elvis. I watched the movie, I said, well, that was a good movie. We came out, me and Sarah. I'm like, good. Next day I'm thinking about it. The movie got better and better.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, holy cow, that was a great movie. You know, it was on the big screen cranking out. It was like an IMAX.
Yeah, I need to see it.
It was
I remember you
really good. It was just like flashes of different, it was no rhyme or reason, but I could see like all Lux interior, like I saw everything in it. Elvis was just, he was masterful.
Who the hell sent me the fucking Shags? Is that you, Dorky? Did you send me the Shags?
Not me. I didn't send you that, but I love that record.
I was like, what do I have here? It's like, I have the Shags.
Patrick will hate the Shags.
Was it the Shags?
Patrick will
I've
hate
heard
the
it.
Shags.
I've heard it. I didn't like it, so yeah.
That's funny when you go to Elvis or to Graceland this far removed from Elvis, and it's kind of a shitty house now, you know?
Yeah.
But if you saw that in like 78, you'd be blown away by how amazing the house is.
My powerful.
Oh, Devo's playing here next week. I wonder if I should try to see if I can get a hold of Pilmer and go see them.
Oh, you should see. They did a really good show. It's worth seeing, Patrick. It's very entertaining. And I think they only play an hour and a half, or less if they're playing a double bill. It's worth going to.
Yeah, I missed the one that came through here.
And I saw it, like, I don't need to see, it's like the Blue Man Group. Like, I don't need to see it again. I enjoyed it. Like, it was a perfect show. It almost felt like you were seeing theater. Like, it was perfect.
So who's playing? Devo and...
Oh, I remember why I didn't go see them. They played one of the big festivals here. They played... And the problem
I don't know if
there'll be like one band each night that I would be interested in seeing. I'm not going to pay $400.
Yeah, I wouldn't go see him in a festival. Not worth it.
When is the Monsters of Rock cruise?
We leave the 10th, the Sunday the 10th. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And they just changed it. We were supposed to go to the Bahamas, and and I guess they're rebuilding it here in the Bahamas. So now we're going to Turks and Caicos instead. Everybody says it's a lot nicer.
All right. God, it's impossible to see who they're playing with. Devo, Friday.
Man, these guys jam.
They don't. I guess it's just. Is it just Devo? Who's in Rise Against? That Are they kind of? Is that band from the UK? No, Rise Against the punk band.
Yeah, it's like a modern punk band, like a 2000 punk band.
Patrick, when I saw Devo, that leg of the tour, or whatever I saw, they just played by themselves. It's like a perfect show to take the wife to. You know, you don't, it'll take 2.5 hours of your time to play for an hour and a half exactly, and it's over, you go home. It's almost like going to a Broadway show or something. You know, it didn't feel like a rock concert as much, but every second is entertaining with their videos and the way they just all the best songs right in a row, and they change costumes so it's
Hey, Jeff.
it felt more like a Broadway show, but you're done. It was like over by 10:30, 11 o'clock. Well worth seeing them once. Like I saw Kraft work once. That's all I need to see.
Bobby, you nice and primed for this?
I'm into it.
What's up, Jeff?
Cheap Trick's always fun, Dorky. They're getting
I don't
old
even know
though.
who won the basketball game. Yeah, Rick Nielsen can't hold on to that five neck guitar.
Quadruple neck.
Yeah, that was a crazy video. He's like Tio though. It became a gimmick, and now he can't stop. He can't not bring it out. You know what I mean?
They should hollow it out, or just get a guitar with fake other necks. I feel bad. The guy's hunched over with just a Stratocaster. It's like,
yeah.
John, did you see the Elvis movie? Was it first time I'd seen it? Oh, you saw that, John? What'd you think of the Epic? Right, the Epic. It's called Epic, the Elvis movie.
They have an IMAX theater in Odessa.
I haven't talked to anyone else who's seen it. That's the thing.
I haven't seen the advertisement for it
The problem was it wasn't advertised, but everyone who saw it raved about it. Obviously, they're Elvis fans, and I was reading all the reviews. Like the next couple of days, I'm watching people, and like if you look at the IMDb or Rotten Tomato, like it's all like 10-star reviews. But it came and went. Like the theater was empty when we were there. Everyone went, and they said, "Oh, but it was half full." There was no promotion whatsoever.
Well, and the sad thing, Elvis just isn't what he was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
there was no promo. The movie was like you didn't even have to like Elvis. You just it was amazing. Like the clips went so quick. It was like a dreamscape, I guess I'd say.
Yeah,
but it was amazing. Yeah, Epic nailed it. I saw Elvis live. It captures the spirit and his personality. You saw his personality. Like he's calling the shots in the rehearsals. Like it's really good.
What's interesting too, and like he's not like I've seen a couple of his full live shows. He's fucking hilarious in between. He's a funny guy.
You see that in the movie. You just see his personality, and there's no like. it's just Elvis. It's pretty amazing. This is great. I don't have this 12-inch. I wish I did.
I got this. Amoeba was selling at the Vinyl Con, and this was one they had for, I don't know, it's like $20. So,
Yeah.
and it said like moderate wear, and I'm looking at it, I'm like going, it doesn't look like it has hardly any wear. So I said, I'm in.
How many albums did you score on the weekend?
Well, I don't know, because it's hard, because I bought a lot of records when I drove. I stopped at like 5 stores on the way down to LA, and 1 on the way back. So I probably, all in all, I probably bought 150 records. But I mean, I pulled 20 records out of the dollar bin at Permanent Records. I pulled maybe a bunch of $5, $6, $7, $8 records, tons of them. I was always going to, I wasn't looking for, $700 record and the $100 records. I wasn't looking for that stuff,
That's kind of cool that Permanent Records has that little patio area.
Yeah,
that's pretty
yeah,
cool.
it was great. And the owner, Lance, came out and we hung out for a while. He's been texting me, so we might do something. I might rip a couple of the singles they might have for one of their Brown Acid series, and I told him, I said, well, maybe I can take your existing Brown Acid ones and rip them, and people can stream them, and have that vinyl experience, digitally, whatever. So, but he's very laid back. He doesn't respond very quickly. But yeah.
Was that little bass break the only evidence we have that Jason Newsted played on a Metallica record?
Probably. I forgot Brett Band was on this.
Yeah, John, that's Steve. I could go on about the movie, but there's no talking heads. It's just Elvis.
Yeah.
There's no people talking about Elvis or this.
I like that works a lot of the time when they do those kind of documentaries. They did one with Bowie a couple years ago that's terrible though, where they did that too, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I like early Elvis. When he went to the army and he started doing all that movies, I wasn't a fan.
I wonder. I just always wonder how much bigger he would have been without the Colonel.
Yeah.
Had he been able to tour the whole world, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Put out rock and roll albums.
What freaks me out about the Colonel is he got 50% of the tape. That was what his tape was, 50%. And anybody that said anything to Elvis, the Colonel got really upset. Del Shannon, I know he's talking Del Shannon that he ruined his career. The Colonel said,
well, a lot of those movies too, he didn't want to do, and the Colonel pushed him into a lot of those. There were. I mean, he did so many movies. I mean,
it was a joke. It was a joke. Yeah.
He did a couple great ones, and 80% of them ridiculous.
Anybody needs cigarettes? I'm going to the reservation.
Yeah, go ahead. Pick me up about 20 of those darts there, Bobby.
Great album. Great picture, Steve. Yeah, I don't know if we would have Elvis without the Colonel. Elvis might have been like Bobby Rydell and just faded out after.
Around, though. I mean, he wasn't there for the first record, was he?
He was there. We bought him off of Sun, basically. He joined right after Sun.
Oh, okay. I thought
RCA bought them, but he was right there as a personal manager.
Okay.
55, he probably joined Elvis.
When did the Colonel die?
I don't know.
I don't think anybody paid attention to him after.
Did he die? I remember him dying. It might have been in the 80s. Who said hi? I just said, hey, Dr. Rick.
Okay.
Yeah, poor Jello. I guess he's doing well, they say.
Just finished recording this. Dorky, it's all nice and simple. I don't know if I've ever heard this record.
Wow, he died in 97.
Yeah, I remember him dying.
97 at the age of 87.
I remember his father dying.
Hey, Dr. Rick.
You know what you never hear on this channel? Frank Zappa.
Bullshit.
We did a whole 2-hour special on Frank Zappa.
Yeah, no kidding.
And you know, we played Frank Zappa. Mark requests Frank Zappa quite often.
All the time.
We played Frank Zappa not the last time, 2 times ago, Mark, this year. We played
That's
Zappa.
just like when you played Water Boys for Bobby, and then 2 hours later
Yeah.
he's like, hey, can we listen to Water Boys? We've never listened to that before.
You know what you never play? Blues. You never play any blues. You don't have any blues.
Yeah. I wish you guys played more punk rock.
Man. You don't have any reggae. You got no fucking dub. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
No.
No, but save your Frank Zappa request when Mark's on. He's a huge fan. He talks about Zappa all the time.
We even had me and John liking that fucking massive fucking song on side 3 of Joe's Garage.
Yeah, that big
10
guitar
minutes.
solo song. Yeah. But we played it again not that long ago, maybe a couple months ago.
I think we played it like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
a couple
love
weeks
every
ago.
Zappa song until Frank starts singing.
When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm.
When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling down in your bones. Taps on your toes and then get gone. Get a rhythm. When you get the blues, I'm in a shoe shine boy, he never gets slowed down.
This band was crazy though. By the time this came out in '78, they had already had like 15 different members in this.
Yeah, they were just a working bar band, man. We played a bar. Oh, it was by the beach. I can't remember, but the NRBQ guy had his amp just set up on the stage, like, because they must have been like a house band or something. So when we played, the guitar player just used the NRBQ amp.
Yeah, they were one of the early Kama Sutra bands too. 𝐿 was on a couple of their songs too, and his brother, I think.
Yeah, they played with a lot of old timers, and they were doing the Roots thing when it was the dark years.
That's another band. I think they still tour too.
Yeah.
Captain Lou Albano was their manager for a little bit.
Yeah. I've got the single with Captain Lou with NRBQ. It's the song. It's called Lou Albano.
Another band though, where the only original member is a keyboard player.
They must have had. I bet you if you went on Discogs and that wouldn't even count the touring members, I would imagine there's got to be 85 members.
I think he's the only member that was there the whole time though, with Terry Adams.
Oh, let's see if I can find this. There it is. Captain Lou Albano. This is worth it.
Yeah. I remember that.
That's a great, if you want a one-off, like, novelty 45, it's great.
I remember during the wrestling era too. He did a couple shows with Cyndi Lauper where he come out and introduced.
Yeah. So when my buddy, my best friend Bob, went to go see the Shags reunion, NRBQ backed up the Shags, like helped them out while they were singing, and Lou Albano was there and came out like emceed the show. So he's like, he went to go see the Shags, one of his favorite, like he likes oddball stuff, but he's like, Captain Lou Albano was there. I'm like, God damn, I should have went.
I eat a hot dog, it tastes real good. Oh, then I watched a movie from Hollywood. I eat a hot dog, it tastes real good. Then I watched a movie from Hollywood.
These reissues they did were really good. Here you go, Bobby. Here's your Zappa and Mothers.
He's one guy I would have loved to have a conversation with. We got a lot of the same views about some things, right?
Yeah, but the problem
not about drugs. Not about drugs.
Yeah, he was kind of a douchebag. Like,
yeah, he might have been a jerk to you. You never know.
Well, yeah, I understand that, right? He looked down on everybody. That was the problem, right?
He would have said, "What are you doing smoking pot around me? Get out of here."
Nah,
As he was smoking 9 cigarettes a minute.
Yeah.
Ladies and
gentlemen,
the monster which the peasants
Rob
in this
Nobulax.
area call Nobulax,
Nobulax.
a very large poodle dog, has just been seen approaching the power plant.
That interview with Steve Vai where he's talking about
rockets can't stop it.
Auditioning?
Auditioning
Hey,
for
Jeff.
Frank Zappa is so good.
He said he thought he bombed it. He's like going, he's like, man.
I'm like, sorry, man, I fucked it up. I couldn't get that chord. He's like, what are you talking about?
Nobody can get that chord. Don't let the dog get me. We can't let him reproduce.
The National Guard is formed up at the base of the mountain, is attempting to lure the enormous poodle.
Well, I mean, the thing with
towards
him,
the
he
cave
had
with
the
hope to
best
destroy it with
musicians
napalm.
out there.
Oh, yeah.
The troopers
And he
now
would
lined
come
up
up
and
with
are calling to the
the
monster.
silliest lyrics and you know. He was like, his whole life was like a big fuck you to the music industry. Yeah.
Well, you know, if you write songs like this, you don't have to worry about lyrics, really, or, like, in-depth meaning. You just, like, fucking write stupid shit. He probably was watching a movie, a fucking Japanese Godzilla movie, and said, okay.
He's another one, though, that you could deep dive into. You could walk into most record stores, and they'll have 20 Frank Zappa records for a decent price.
You could probably get out of there with a good Frank Zappa collection for a couple $100, yeah. I mean, if it was me, I would go with Overnight Sensation.
Overnight Sensation, I think, is the best record.
That's a must-have. One Size Fits All. Hot Rats. And, you know, people say Freak Out, but I threw it in there just because people would have to have it. Freak Out. And then maybe Apostrophe or Shake Your Booty. One of them. So you can get out of there for a couple $100.
John Zappa's not my bag. I respect the guy, but he doesn't do a thing for me.
I've got 2 of his records. And one is Overnight Sensation.
Yeah, Overnight Sensation is the most accessible, you know, and it's also great.
And there's a couple musicians who I really love, whose their favorite record, 200 Cigarettes, and I just can't, or 200 Motels.
200 Motels, yeah. That's like
that
a...
one.
That's like a Captain Beefheart moment for me, you know, so, yeah.
What a great transition.
I'm gonna take
Zappa couldn't have did it better.
That was the best transition you've ever done, Patrick.
Yeah, that was good DJing.
See you later, guys.
Good night, Bobby.
Bobby, you leaving us?
Good night, Bobby's
All right.
T-shirt.
Take care, Bobby. Good to hang out with you.
They call us walking corpses, unholy living dead. They had to lock us up, put us in their British hell.
I was watching somebody talking about the Misfits. It was in the New York scene in the late 70s, early 80s. And he was like, what was special about the Misfits is the way they actually sang and enunciated their lyrics, which nobody did in any of the punk bands.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, he was. You listen to that Evil Live record. They're out of tune. Like the guitar is like maybe sharp, and the bass is maybe like flat. But Danzig is like pitch perfect right through this noise.
And he was saying they were one of the only original, like all that steam was taken from other people. And he said everything about the Misfits in 1978 was something completely new that only the Misfits did. You know?
Yeah. I saw a review from a fanzine. It was on like it was printed out, and I think the guy was commenting, but it was they played California, and he said these guys were when they came into the show. These guys were New Jersey jocks. I hated them. And he's like, I could tell they're jocks because I grew up in New Jersey or the East Coast, and he lived in California. But I'm like, no jocks are showing up with devil rocks and like punk rock bands. Like,
what's
just
funny
because they
is you
were
could say that
muscle
about
bound
Danzig,
and they were
like,
tougher than you.
You could say that about Danzig like 4 years later, but when they first came, he was a tiny guy.
Yeah, but they weren't. This isn't the football team. This is like a crazy freak show coming in. Yeah, they were tough guys and they worked out, but
well, they weren't even big yet at that point. You know, not like they were a couple years.
No,
later.
it was one of those like California punk shows. But like, you could tell these like skinny California guys. Everything's got to be just right, and these big muscle bound New York dudes come in.
And you look at Eerie Von now; he's in his 60s, and that dude is still ripped all to hell.
Yeah. Is this Thunderstruck?
No, it's not Thunderstruck.
That's another band like we were talking about with Ross the Boss. That three bands, 3 different styles, and 3 super influential. And you could tell Nuno was listening to a lot of Van Halen when he wrote this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The dive bomb, all of it is just straight up Van Halen.
This was all the rage back then, man. This was like fit right in the. It's like, oh, this is.
Yeah. Eruption, that first Van Halen record store changed every guitar shop across the land.
I have a friend that can't remember how to play guitar. Barely, but he can still play Eruption because he's like, that's the first thing I learned. I practiced for like a year and a half to get it right, and he'll still pull out his guitar and play it perfectly. Ask me to play anything else, he's like,
Yeah, I never got close to it.
This too. This is straight
yeah,
up.
that was
oh yeah, Unchained.
Unchained. Jeez, I couldn't think of it.
I do like this album. It's another band I think got worse with each record that they released.
I don't know if I've ever heard this.
It's a little cheesy, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm nostalgic for this time. I mean, I wouldn't have liked it in '89, but
these guys are really.
it's rock and roll.
Guitar playing is really what makes it so good.
I think I have almost all the vinyl stuff. I've got some 12-inch box sets from the UK of like the early stuff. I have like a bunch of 12-inch singles of Extreme.
Darren's got this on 12-inch.
I think I might have that. Nice. I do have that. More Than Words 12-inch. So yeah, I have it.
Yeah, you can burn that.
Well, see, the thing is that Little Girls is on there. Little Girls isn't on the first album. It's like only a 12-inch single. You couldn't get it.
What's sad about More Than Words? It's kind of like Prairie Pie. That's a song that made him all the money, but ruined the band at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Travis, thank you for the tip. I don't know that biography. I'll keep that in my mental file. It was 55.
There's so many Colonel Parkers in music, though. Some of those guys in Nashville were worse than Parker is, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Terry Knight, the guy that fucking ripped off Badfinger.
I don't blame Colonel Parker. You know, I mean, he's got a lot of issues, but I mean, without him, I don't know if we'd have Elvis. Really.
I think the biggest issue with Colonel Parker isn't even the money that he took; it's the fact that Elvis couldn't play worldwide because of
because he was an illegal immigrant.
Yeah,
Colonel Parker. He couldn't go overseas.
Had he been able to do shows in like Japan and Europe, he would have been as big as he was. He'd have been
went to England and France, Germany. Yeah.
I forgot there was basketball games today. Shit.
Yeah, I haven't heard Ozzy's song yet.
What happened?
I heard it's a really good song. I'll see it in a couple weeks. They're going to be on the cruise.
They're headlining that thing, aren't they?
Yeah, they're one of the headliners.
Is Vane playing?
Who?
Yeah.
Vane?
Oh, Vane, yeah, Vane's there.
John, Elvis could have just faded away with a couple of hits with RCA, like every single person from the 50s, you know, they could have just faded away.
Buster, he sold the heat with a rock steady beat.
Yeah, they pretty much had it stabilized. Black Label's Coyote, Night Ranger, the Darkness, Queensryche, Striker, Symphony X, YNT, Slaughter, Disneyland After Dark, Great White, Lita Ford, Quiet Riot, The Almighty, British Lion, Nelson, Vixen, Loudness, Crazy Licks, Faster Pussycat, The Choir Boys, Hardcore Superstar. Oh, is Patrick gone?
Wow.
Yeah.
No, she's here.
I'm here, but we got.
Oh, we're gone. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Killer Dwarves. Dude, there's so that's not even half the bands
that's fantastic.
Black and Blue.
Because you get to hang out with these people. Like the whole, you know, it's like a weekender. Like you just be able to, they run into them and have like not fan to star, just like cruise person to cruise person, you know, when you're at the bar.
Holy shit! Yeah, I'm looking at it now, so now I can see it. So let's see. We'll go right up. We'll get enough's enough. It's a
49 bands.
It's the lowest rated.
Nice. How many days is it?
We leave Sunday afternoon and arrive the following Saturday. So 5 full days.
Wow, you got Spread Eagle, Tough, Bane, Red Beach, Black and Blue, Ted Poley, Tora Tora, Steelheart. Folkstra give.
I'm actually looking forward to Max Sabbath. Have you ever seen them, John?
Who?
Max Sabbath.
No, I've seen footage of them.
Yeah,
I've never seen.
Oh man, you got Dangerous Toys.
Yeah.
Loudness is not going to be there. They couldn't get their visa again. Vixen,
really?
Nelson. Yeah. Lita Ford, Great White.
I saw Nelson. I saw Nelson in the early '90s. I was working at the club they played, so I saw it. But they did a Ricky Nelson. They came around to theater. They toured doing a Ricky Nelson show where they'd show footage like home movies and then footage.
Really good,
and then they would play the songs and they would play like the early rockabilly stuff. And it was fantastic. Like they did it like the record. And then they'd show more and they play. And then they came out and did their one hit at the end. But they were funny. It was really a great show.
when they were touring later
talented.
on, I don't know if they still do it, but when they were touring in like the 90s and the early 2000s, it was a mix of their songs and their dad's songs. They were playing a little bit of both.
Yeah, they did a whole tribute to their dad, and they showed. It was just talking about like all this great footage on the big screen. And I forget what like they came out because they were older. It's like, I'm not Ellen DeGeneres, and like because they kind of look like that lady Ellen DeGeneres now. Like they were funny, but it was a great show. But they did that acoustic song at the end. It was good.
Time to wrap up a Friday evening. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
See you all on Sunday. Have a good Saturday. And rest in peace, Mr. Ross the Boss and Dan Dash from Seals.
Yeah, Ross the Boss.
Yeah.
I just want to play a Man of War and just burn the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't have any of the albums that he's on. I don't know the albums that he's on. Yeah. He wasn't on Hail to England, though, was he?
Sure he was.
Yeah, he was on the first 6 records, I think, or 7 records.
Warriors of the World was the last one, maybe. What do you have? Just out of curiosity, don't play anything. What albums do you have by Man of War, if you have any?
All I have is Hail to England. All I have is Hail to England.
All right. We'll skip that. Yeah. That's my
He was
least
on
favorite.
Battle Hymns, Into Glory Ride, Hail to England, Sign of the Hammer, Fighting the World, and then Kings of Metal.
Oh, Kings of Metal. That was the last one. Yeah.
All right, people. Good to see you. See you on Sunday.
Almost all 10 star.
Good night.
All right, adios.
Bye-bye.
Good night.